Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and today we're back with the 1978 Yamaha GT80. This is the bike we turned to when the Benelli was not treating us right. The engine was seized. We went ahead and freed it up. Hey, that felt like it moved. And now we're gonna see if we can get spark on this guy, and I think our problem lives behind here. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this seat off. Tank off. Give us just a little bit more viewing room. Okay, let me pull off this shifter because I want to pull this whole cover off. Okay, got the screws out, got this cover off, and just put it right up there. Then we need to take this big guy off. The reason why I believe the problem is in the stator is I see a whole bunch of this is like solder splatter. So I'm thinking that something in there may have been soldered and it may not be working quite right. So let's pull this nut off, then get to pulling the flywheel off. Okay, so it's a 19 millimeter on reverse. The impact comes right off. Get this washer off. Come on. This will be the most difficult thing I do all day. Got it. Okay, so the flywheel puller is M26. Let me go ahead and put the wrench on here and pop it off. Got 19 on the end and should just pop off. Let's back it off. Okay, put the 19 millimeter wrench, got the little crescent wrench holding it here. Oh, I'm not holding it anymore. And we're just gonna crank it off. Let me flip this thing upside down, maybe it'll stay on longer. Just gonna get it. There we go, I think we're pulling out. Nope, didn't. Dang, this sucker's stuck. Stuck like Chuck. So, my puller didn't work. So all I did was take a screwdriver. I put the nut back on almost all the way so that it's flush, so I'm not damaging the threads. And while tapping on the end, not hard, just tapping on the end, sticking the screwdriver, I found a spot right here that works pretty well, lets me get in far enough this way, and all I want to do is rotate it, right? I'm not prying up on it hard, and then it just popped free. I had already done it. I just wanted to show you how to do it. I did it off camera, but I just wanted to show you how I did it. And it doesn't take a lot. Again, I'm not beating on this. I'm not walloping it. I'm just tapping on it just so I shock it while I put gentle pressure here just to get it to inch forward. And it was ever so slightly inching forward till it finally just broke free. This guy looks pretty good. This guy, on the other hand, not so much. I think we need some more windings. Was it rubbing in here? Doesn't look like it, right? There's no witness marks up here that shows that it was, but we're gonna have to replace this. I wonder if I can rummage around here. Look, it doesn't look like these points are working either. Look at them. This thing is this was part of our problem. Look, these points are, look at them. I've never seen anything like this. Look, it was just destroyed. The whole points plate is just destroyed because it's supposed to be this way. I don't even think I can bend it back. Yeah, it's supposed to be back. Let me put you over here. Let me see if I can even pry this guy back. just because I can't even get these points off without the screw head is right there. This must have, I don't know how this happened. I wonder if it got dropped. Definitely got hit with a hammer. Something, who knows? This is pretty crazy. Let me see if I can just bend this guy back. But that is definitely our no spark issue, I would guess. I mean, I'm not 100%, but there, now we can at least get this thing off. But this is definitely part of the problem. I think it's a two-pronged problem. I think we got a problem here and a problem here. But let me see if I can even get this guy off. May not unscrew. Here we go. Jeez, never seen. Let me know down below. Have you guys seen anything destroyed like this? On the inside, it's, yeah, this is pretty crazy. Is that off? Let's get that one out of the way. Let's see, is there even, look at this. I'm guessing it's going to need a new set of points. Those are pretty well destroyed. Yeah, it's not even, the wire's not even here. And where does the wire go? There it is. That's going to be part of our problem right there. And then gotta figure out this guy. Let's see if we can take that guy off too. Maybe I can source around here and dig up. Yeah, this guy was loose. I mean, it's kind of, well, it's like a tight loose, right? It's feels like the screw is bent. Yeah, it is. You can see it trying to work its way out. Let me see. Let's see if we can get this bottom one. Let's see if the bottom one is as bent. No, not as bent. Okay. No wires here, so do we need, I gotta look up a wiring diagram and figure out how to wire this guy in. Oh, here it is. Is this the wire? No. We're definitely gonna need this. Okay, so we're gonna need one of these and one of these. Let me see what I can come up with. Should we have two of these? We're missing one. We got a screw here, we don't have one here, so let me look up a parts diagram. So this is what I'm searching. 1978 Yamaha GT80 CMSNL. Pulls up right here. I'll tap this guy. Let me get you guys right here. Tap this guy, go to CMSNL. Okay, this is my favorite site for a whole bunch of things, mainly for having the answers that I don't have. Here we go. GT80E. Let's look at this guy. Yeah, it looks like we should have two, unless this guy was rewired. Did it have a condenser in there? Is that a condenser? Huh. So, points, condenser. Yeah, it looks like point, that looks like condenser. Let's look on the map. And then this guy here, that plugged in up here. This guy may have just been rigged up just to run, because I don't know if they originally had lights. They may have. Let me look. Again, CMSNL has all the answers. Let's see, if I show a headlight, then horn does not show. Didn't see it there. Let's go back. Yeah, it's got a headlight. So maybe one side, maybe the right side was the lighting, since it is a headlight. Did it have a rear taillight? So if that was it. So maybe it was just set up to run on, because it's got this one wire running up here. Okay, let me keep looking. Okay, so we're kind of dead in the water right now on this little Yamaha GT80. Couldn't find any parts around here for it, but thankfully I was able to find some on eBay. So we'll get those ordered and we'll get back to this guy soon enough. It kind of stinks because I was in a mini bike mood, right? I was in the mood, just let me see if I can put this little Yamaha GT80 back together. But since I'm still in a mini bike mood, let's get to this guy. A 1974 Kawasaki MC1-90. Let me roll this guy out of the way, move this guy into position so we can take a closer look at it. So this little ripper was Kawasaki's answer to the Yamaha GT series. Simple, rugged, and just enough power to get into trouble. Okay, let's take this guy in. Obviously, we're missing a seat, side cover, more stuff right here. It's like we're missing the oil pump. Yeah, we're missing some business. Tail light. We do have a battery. It's crazy. This side, it's red. This side is silver. Top is silver. Candy fades. Exhaust looks to be in pretty good shape. Everything's there. Our switches are still functioning. They've just been beat up a little bit. Horn doesn't work. Has the key. Only has 1,561 miles. It looks like it's had a hard life. Although the wheels look good. These wheels look good. The shocks look good. Oh, what does this say? I wonder where this is from. Here we go. State of... Who we got? State that ends in an SKA. What do we have? Alaska, Nebraska. Based on this shape, I think I would go with Nebraska. Is that right? State of... I'm going to go with Nebraska. So, let me know. Let me know if you guys... Let me move this light. Maybe it'll make it a little easier. If you guys know for sure. MTA. I don't think I have a date on it. No. Trailer. I think that is, I would say Nebraska, just based on this shape here. I could be wrong. Let me know. It's the 19. We can't see the other bit. But like I said, it's not a bad looking motorcycle. Although this is, let me get this chair. This is not good. Those Nebraskan mice were kind of hungry. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. We'll have to repair some of that. Oh, this one too. Oh, this one too. Oh, and this one. We'll just have to repair all of these. You know what would probably be easier to do? Would be to replace this guy right here with all new wires. Because this guy is pretty rough. Look. Yeah, it is chewed up everywhere. It may be best to unplug this thing for it. If we do get it to run before it burns down, at least separate them all, right? So yeah, all of these are going to have to be sorted before we run some headlights. We can unplug most of these. This is our run. I would think our run. God, look, it is chewed. Look, it's chewed up all the way over here. Look, all the way behind here. It is so bad. I don't know if you could see that, but right in. Let me get you. The mice were hungry. Is that my switch? Let me see. That's the stool I'm sitting on. Did it again. Okay, what is that? Okay, that's okay. I was concerned that was my switch, but it's not my switch. That's running to the look. That's running to the turn signal. It is hanging on by a thread. Oh, it's not hanging on at all. It's the turn signal. That's done. I was concerned. I thought it was a switch, but the switch is good. Okay. Well, I thought it was good. What is this guy? These Nebraskan mice were hungry. Well, if this thing doesn't have spark, we'll know where to look. What color is that one? We'll definitely know where to look. Okay, what the? This will require some sorting out. Yeah, that's nuts. Okay, so our biggest concern is our missing oil pump here. But I do know that it kicks over. Let me show that to you. It does kick over, and it feels good, right? It feels like it's got some compression. So let's try the next thing. Looks as though these wires back here are in pretty good shape. Look like the mice just wanted to eat up front. The horn is probably not going to work. That's where that wire goes. Okay, we'll have to solve all of these challenges. But let's pull this spark plug off and look in that cylinder. Let's see, what are we looking like? Oh, we need to look in the tank. Huh, spark plug looks pretty good. Spark plug looks pretty good. Let's look in this tank real quick. Ah, it's not bad. It's got some surface rust in there, but it's not bad at all. No, it's not bad at all. Clean that out really good. That looks like metal. Okay, let's go in here. Oh, look at that. That's not bad at all. Let me see if I can kick this thing. Oh, okay, there we go. Now we're down all the way. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Top of the piston. Let's say. Yep. The walls look pretty good. This thing does look like it's got a little rusting right there just from it sitting, but maybe a little at the top, but it doesn't get to that. It's not bad. This sucker will run. A whole lot better than what I thought it was going to look like. Well, let's go ahead and put this spark plug back. Well, before we put the spark plug back in, let's check to see if it's got spark. Let's check right here. Keep an eye out right there. Let's see if we have some spark. Get anything? I can't see. Did we get anything? Oh, look at that. Come on, Katy Perry. That sucker's gonna run. That's a bright spark. Let's put this guy back together. That spark is really good. Okay. Let's check to see if it'll make some noise. Okay, let me put a little bit of starting fluid in here. That's definitely enough to start a fire. Whoa! Whoa! We just want to see if it'll make some noise. Is key on? Yeah, key's on. Hey, 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 hey! Hey! Who knows when the last time this thing ran? But it sputtered. Let's see if we can put some fuel to it, 2-stroke, and see if we can get to do a little bit more. Well, this is never fun when you try to pull the fuel line off and you take the inlet off of it. So let me see if I can get this out of this old rubber tube, rubber fuel line, and then put it back in, connect it to my temporary tank. Okay, I got it set up now. Let's see if we get any fuel that comes running out of this thing. None pouring out yet. Guess that's a good sign. Could all just be pouring out into the engine. Let me set this guy on the ground. It'll stop running out just till we see how it does. We should have some fuel in there, hopefully. Well, let me just bang on this just in case we have a stuck float. Adjust that carburetor. It's not pouring out, that's a good sign. So, and this has 2-stroke oil in it, so we're good here. So let's put this down the ground. We'll just hang it. Okay, let's kick it. Hey, hey. Yes! Oh, yes. We got stuff flying out the exhaust. Nope. Oh, come on. Let's try this. Did you see a spark up here? I did. I saw something. Something that sparked, arced. Let me move all these wires away from anything that could. That was pretty crazy. I may have been seeing things, but let's try again. Oh, I think I turned it off. No, I turned on. Sounds good. I don't want to run it too long. Got a little bit of a problem. Let me show you what our problem is. We got a couple of problems. One, we got to solve this fuel coming out all over the place. So let me step this down, but let me show you the other reason why it's running kind of loud. So, you remember the exhaust I said that looked good? And you have to be really wary of these marketplace rebuilds, because this, which you couldn't see before, has got some problems. This is the, hold on, the entire backside of this is missing. Let me show you. See if I can get this off. So let me cut off this. This is just that like duct tape, metal duct tape. But somebody put it on to take the photograph. Look, there is nothing there. I don't know if you can see it. That's my fingers in the exhaust. It stops about right here, and then this guy's blown out right there, just right there. But the rest of it feels, the bottom of it feels good. Yeah. And this isn't that bad of a a spot. I mean, you could probably cut this out and then just put a straight pipe, bend it a little bit. The bend is good. This part right here is no bueno. I've never seen a marketplace rebuild like this. Look, it was put on, covered up, painted. Yeah, exhaust is great. And I didn't notice it before, did you? Boy, you get home, crank this bad boy up, and you blow out your your metal tape. That's amazing. That is incredible. But with all that being said, it runs. Sounds pretty good. Guys, this ended up being an incredible pivot, right? We went from the Yamaha GT80 that wasn't playing nice, needs some new parts, to this guy, a Kawasaki MC190, and it's awesome. I think it's worth trying to find. I'm going to do some research, see if I can find the turn signals, the cover for this. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm not 100% sure. Can I just run it with premix in the tank and just bypass the pump? Or does this motorcycle need the pump? That's why I'm not running it. I'm not too sure. I'm not a two-stroke expert. Let's be honest, I'm not an expert on anything. But if somebody knows in the comments, let me know down below. Can I just run it with that without and just leave it at that? And we'll have to figure out. We definitely need some wiring sorted out. We may do that just to do it, just because we don't have to live with it like this, and sort out this exhaust. See what we can do. You know, one, it looks like you'd have to buy the whole thing, or let me know your redneck solutions, or whatever, wherever you're from. I have no problem in kind of drilling and riveting a spot. We may be able to weld a spot here. We could cut it out and weld another one in, but some type of solution that is way better than this solution. That is awesome. I've never seen that before. Yeah, we'll have to take it off. We should be able to do something. I wonder if this is enough on the front side that we could maybe weld a piece in, or just cut this off right here, weld in a spot, patch this up here. Let's be honest, it can't be worse than what it looked like before. Guys, there's something about these Misfits that I really just like. It's neglected. You can tell it sat on its side stand out in the sun, because this side is almost all gone. The other side is not so much. Tank's not in bad shape. It's got a couple of dings on the flat side of it, but we'll be able to get them out. If we can find a front fender, fork ears, it'd be worth kind of bringing this thing back to it, just because I think it'd clean up really good. You put a cover on it, I think it'd look pretty good. This is nuts that it runs and it sounds decent. Again, it doesn't sound like a bag of marbles in a dryer, so this was a lot of fun. Okay, so I got this. I just went ahead and unplugged it. I'm just going to take this home and remake this wire setup, and it's just bad news all the way around. So we're just going to use this as a template, and we're just going to rebuild it. Okay, let's get to repairing this sectional wiring harness that we have for the little Kawasaki. And these are the wires that I scavenged from my pile of old wiring harnesses that I just keep just so I can match up colors. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is, I don't want to rewire this. All I'm going to do is shorten these plugs, move these plugs down here, and then I'll just have a longer harness. So let's go ahead and snip these off. Okay, so I have them, these ends put on, and I've got some of these guys, these solder connections, and I like to cut them on these crimp connections, put the little solder end right there, so I can then solder that on. This is one that's a female, so I have it going all the way there. So there we go. That's it. That's it. We have solder bleeding out everywhere, so that's awesome. And now I just need to put them all in here so that I can snap them in just like that. So pretty simple. Just go till you click. Making sure my wires are in the same order, just like that. Then we'll do the other side. And then now all I have to do is put pins on the one that's on the bike, and then I can plug it in. Everything will fit. I'm going to tape this up real quick. I like to tape it in a few spots first before I start wrapping it, just to make life a little easier, kind of keep everything contained, and then just wrapping it up. Let me know how you do it. And that's a wrap. So there we have it. This is our new segment. It's considerably too long. Maybe not considerably. This plugged in and went to the socket, so maybe it's not that long, but it'll just wrap up into the headlight right there. But this is totally usable. So much better. So guys, we started off with a two-stroke, we ended with a two-stroke. They weren't the same, but outcome was amazing. This guy, Island of Misfit Motorcycles, this guy is awesome. I'm gonna do some research, see if we can find a little bit more, see if I can find some bits and pieces for it, because it is worth putting it back together with as good as everything else looks. And I think a good cleanup, a seat on this thing, then we'll see if we can ride it around the yard. Guys, let me know down below, is it safe for me to run it without the oil pump and just pre-mix in the tank? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I'm gonna actually ask ChatGPT a little later, but hopefully some of you guys will be able to tell me what I should do. Oh. It's not you, it's me. So guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day.